Welcome to Advanced Shell Tools, your guide to navigating and searching large code bases at the speed of thought. As your project grows beyond a handful of files, the ability to find code quickly becomes just as important as the ability to write it. This module introduces 4 tools that professional developers rely on daily. grep for searching inside of files, find for locating files by name and type, zoxide or zoxide for jumping to directories without typing full paths, and fzf for actively filtering anything. Command history, file list, directories. The title slide here shows a real command pipeline using fd, fzf, and a bat into a live search and preview interface. That's the kind of command line fluency you'll be building toward. By the end of this module, you'll be able to navigate a multi-directory project and find any function definition in seconds rather than minutes of manual browsing. This slide establishes why commands stop working as your codebase grows. On the left, the Module 1 sandbox. You have 3 files, main.py, utils.py, and data.txt. cd, ls, and pwd are perfectly adequate there. On the right, Module 4 and beyond, the reality. You have dozens of files spread across src, tests, data, and docs directories. The slide's key line is blunt. Basic tools break here. When you need to find where a specific import lives across 15 Python files, typing ls won't give you the answer. You need tools designed for search at scale. This contrast is intentional. It's not that the tools you learned earlier are wrong. It's that every tool has a domain where it's appropriate. You're expanding your toolkit to match the scale of the work ahead. This slide maps the 4 pillars of terminal mastery onto a conceptual grid. The horizontal axis runs from static commands to interactive and predictive. The vertical axis runs from navigation, search, to locate. grep and find live in the static search locate quadrant. They execute a specific query and return the results. fzf lives in the interactive search locate quadrant. It filters results in real time as you type. zoxide lives in the predictive navigation quadrant. It learns your habits and teleports you to frequently visited directories. The bottom of the frame says it clearly. Transition from step-by-step manual typing into instant predictive workflows. That's the shift this module enables. You're not just learning new commands, you're adopting a fundamentally different relationship with the terminal. One where the shell anticipates your intent rather than requiring you to spell it out character by character. This slide introduces grep, an X-ray vision for your codebase. The concept panel defines it simply. Searches inside files for specific patterns and instantly returns every matching line. The syntax is grep with a pattern and a file name. The terminal mockup on the right shows that the practical payoff running grep parentheses def calculate underscore tax star.py returns billing.py line 12 and utils.py line 45. The exact file and line number for every definition across the entire project. This is what grep does that no visual file browser can. It collapses a search across dozens of files into a single command and a result list you can act on immediately. When you're debugging and need to know every place a function is called, or every file that imports a specific module, grep gives you that answer in under a second. This is the tool that turns a maze into a map. This slide upgrades grep from a basic search into a professional search tool. 3 flags make all the difference. First, the -r makes the search recursive. It searches all files in a directory tree, not just a single file. Second, the -n adds line numbers to every result. This gives an exact location coordinates you can navigate to immediately. The third, -I, makes the search case insensitive, so you catch variations in capitalization. Combining grep-rn calculate underscore tax my project / gives every file in the project and tells you exactly where each match lives. The right panel introduces the ripgrep RG, a faster modern alternative that automatically ignores .git directories, PyCache folders, and files listed in the git ignore file. For most searches, the Python project's RG pattern is faster and cleaner than grep. Learn both. Grep is universal, RG is an upgrade. This slide introduces find as a radar sweep for your system. It locates files and directories based on attributes like name, type, size, modification, time. The core syntax is find .-name. And then here we're looking for any .py file with the star.py. This scans the current directory tree and returns every Python file. The practical application shown is a real-world scenario. Python builds a PyCache folder that clutters your workspace. The command find .-name of the PyCache -type D locates every cache directory instantly for safe removal. The key distinction between grep and find is that they search is what they search. Grep searches inside files for text patterns. Find searches the file system for the files themselves. Use grep when you know what code you're looking for. Use find when you need to know which files exist and where they are. Both are essential, and they answer two different questions. This slide shows how to combine find and grep into a command pipeline using xargs. Okay, the three-step structure is clear. Step 1, the filter. Find .-name test underscore star-py. This isolates only the test files. Step 2, the pipe. The pipe is this straight up and down line, and it is usually above the return key. And xargs passes the list of files as an argument to the next command. Step 3, the scanner. grep-l and assert searches for files for the word assert and returns the file names that contain it. This result is a two-stage narrowing operation. First, find the right files, then search inside only those files. This is dramatically faster than searching everything when you already know the file category you care about. The pro tip on this is worth noting. Use the caret, which looks like a little hat, def, as a pattern anchor when searching for function definitions. It matches only lines when the function is actually defined, not called. This slide introduces zoxide as a teleporter for directory navigation. The old way is shown on top. To reach a deep nested project, you type the full CD path here with projects ISM module 3 at the end. Multiple hops, exact spelling required, easy to make mistakes. The Z way collapses all of that into zed mod 3. One command, partial name, instant arrival. Zoxide works by building a background frequency database of every directory you visit. The more often you go somewhere, the faster it learns to jump there from just a fragment of the path. Setup requires adding one line to your shell config, and that's eval $zoxide init zhush. This is in the zhush.rc file. After that, Z replaces CD for any directory you visited before. The time saved by this over the semester is going to be across hundreds of navigations, is going to be substantial. Install it on day 1. This slide introduces FZF as an interactive filter funnel, a tool that takes a list of items and lets you narrow it down to real time by typing. The 3 mechanics are as such: type to filter, fuzzy match to find approximate results. Typing caltax highlights calculate_tax.py, and enter to select or escape to cancel. The funnel diagram makes the concept visual. A massive list of files at the top narrows to a single selection at the bottom as you type. What makes FZF powerful is that it works on anything: file lists, command history, process lists, branch names. You'll use it most often in combination with other tools. Piping out the output of find into FZF, pipe your command history to FZF with Control-R, or pipe a file list into FZF to open in Visual Studio Code. Requires FZF installed, and do that today. This slide shows 3 ways FZF extends across your entire workflow. First, time travel via Control-R. Instead of pressing the up arrow repeatedly to find a past command, press Control-R and start typing any fragment. FZF fuzzy searches your entire command history and lets you select an exact command you want. Stop smashing the up arrow. Second, visual previews. FZF can show a syntax highlighted file preview alongside the file list as you filter. You can confirm you found the right file before selecting. Third, editor integration. The pattern code $parentheses FZF opens a fuzzy file picker. Whatever you select opens immediately in Visual Studio Code. These 3 integrations turn FZF from a standalone tool into a connective layer that makes every other part of your workflow faster and more precise. This decision table is your reference for choosing the right tool when you have a task to do. The mapping is straightforward. When you need to find a piece of text inside a file, reach for grep or RG. When you need to locate a specific file by name, reach for find. When you need to find and quickly jump to a folder you use often, reach for zoxide or Z. When you want to visually filter your command history, reach for FZF via Control-R. When you need to combine interactive search with directory teleportation, you can use ZI. That's zoxide plus FZF. This power user combination. The goal of this table isn't to memorize it, it's to build the reflex by asking which tool fits this task. Before reaching for the keyboard, with practice, these choices become automatic. Screenshot this slide or bookmark the decision logic. This sheet is your day 1 installation and reference list. 5 commands to install and memorize immediately. grep-rn pattern of a directory for recursive search with line numbers. RG pattern for a faster get-aware alternative. Find .-name of whatever all the Python files to locate files by the type. Z partial name for a predictive directory jump, and Control-R for fuzzy search command history via FZF. The bottom note is direct. The time saved over the 16 modules is going to be exponential, so install these now. The transition arrow points to Module 3, Isolating Dependencies with Virtual Environments, and xargs. That's where you'll use Z and Control-R to navigate your project structure and recall long activation commands instantly. These tools don't just make you faster, they reduce cognitive load so you can focus on the code rather than the file system.